I'm Silencer. That guy over there is Cryptic Mac, also known as Tony.
Jeff.
How you doing?
Sorry, Jeff.
Thank you. But anyway, tonight we're doing another Shisha review that was graciously sent over to us by our buddy, Carter C. Dad. He's one of the Hookah Domain reviewers and a moderator on the forums, so he set us up with some new stuff that we just got in a box today. As tribute to him, we are using my standard setup, Mr. Wonderful, 2-hose Ice Torn Hookah from Hookah-Shisha. Standard ice water in the base. The Pyrex Cyclone Bowl is the one we're using. But the windscreen we actually stole off of Carter. and we stole the idea for it. Tony's girlfriend actually brought over the giant can of Monster Energy drink. And of course the first thing I think of when I see the big metal cylinder is, gee, I wonder if we can find some way to make this work for a hookah. So we stole the idea off of him, so as tribute to him, and in thanks to him, we're using his monster windscreen idea where we just sliced the bottom off and drilled a couple of holes in the side. Anyway, for what we are doing tonight, it's a new addition to our Shisha family. We picked up from Carter some Fumari. This particular blend is the Melon. It comes in this pouch here. They sell for 100 grams each. I think that's the only size that it comes in, if I'm not mistaken. Resealable pack, which is kind of nice. I like that. I mean, it stops you from having to use more Ziploc bags. Regarding how it smells, when you first open the package, at first it does have it doesn't really smell 100% accurate like a melon, like you just cut one in half. But it almost smells a little, I don't know, accented. Tony, what do you think it smells like when you first open the package up on this stuff?
Candy.
Yeah, it does. It smells a little sweeter.
It smells a whole lot like candy.
Yeah, it smells like a sweeter, like a more sugary ambiance to it. But I like it. I think that'll make for a good flavor in the smoke. What surprised me the most though was the cut. And don't worry, Tony, I'm being safe. But it's a very unusual cut. It's basically full leaf, which I found interesting. Very, very, very juicy. Comparable, I guess, to, say, Alfacher, if I had to pick a similar moisture to it, if anyone's used that before. Alternatively, maybe a little less so than some of the Starbuzz. So imagine Starbuzz, but a little bit less moist. Full leaf cut, you are going to get some stems in here. Some of which can turn into tree trunks. So you do have to be careful when you're packing this stuff up. But again, the smell, it does have a melon accent to it, but at the same time I kind of get a whole bunch of sugar. You're playing with the windscreen we're not using, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I thought so. But anyway, we were curious about it, and Carter was again good enough to send this over to us. So we definitely wanted to give it a shot. As far as how it is smoking, I will say this, it requires a lot of heat to get it going. So
my beer has a skirt on. Oh, it's naked!
I'm not leaving you with any more equipment we're not using to play with. But anyway, as far as how it's smoking, it does require a lot of heat to get it going. So you are going to need either a windscreen or at a minimum like 3 Coconaras to get this thing going.
Yeah, we're using 2 Cokes with a windscreen.
A windscreen that we kind of fashioned ourselves. This, by the way, excellent cheapo way to make one. But anyway, back to the Shisha. Cloud size, if you've been paying attention to Tony at all, it actually does pretty well.
Yeah, flavor on it's really, really nice. Tastes like a candy melon.
Yeah, again, it's not the straight up fruit essence. If you go out and get like a fresh melon from Giant Eagle or something and slice the thing in 2.
Giant buzzard.
Yeah, sorry, if anyone's not on the East Coast and you don't know what a Giant Eagle is, think a grocery store. There we go. But it is a little more sugary. But I think in a way that actually kind of helps the flavor out because it makes it more pleasant. It makes you want to smoke more of them. Honestly, I've come to expect that from Fumari, and I like that about it. It's definitely a modern take on some classic flavors.
Yeah, it's strikingly fresh.
Because it says it on the package. But I like it. I do. I think it's a good flavor. I think maybe it could use a little bit of tweaking. Because again, after a little while, it seems like the flavor on this stuff does start to burn down. You don't get harshness, but you do get a little bit more of a, I'm not really sure what I'm smoking anymore. I kind of get sugar, and that's about it flavor.
It's a laxed flavor.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is very relaxed, and it does have a tendency of going away pretty quick. But again, it's not bad. You still get, you know, a nice, pleasant, sugary ambiance to it. Not deep, not a very serious smoke, not harsh. And again, it's a very pleasant flavor. Plus, for the price, Fumari is some pretty good stuff. I mean, it's not that expensive by comparison to some of the other what people would refer to as the high-end brands of shisha smoking. So it's definitely something that I would probably recommend picking up.
Yeah.
And again, when you do get it going and when you do get the proper amount of heat on it, the cloud size,
phenomenal. Actually, to me, pretty close to Starbuzz. I mean, it has real good dense clouds, fluffy, white, and big. As his face disappears.
Yeah, exactly. You can get some really nice ones off of this stuff. And you know, actually, the more we're smoking this, I think the flavor is making a comeback a little bit. Maybe it's because like it's finally getting to the bottom of the stuff and getting more flavor going. But I like Fumari. I really do. It's great for the price.
And it's fun to say.
It's fun to say. The packaging's good on it. It actually originated from the Fumari Hookah Lounge, which I believe is in San Diego, California. They started packaging their own sheesh, what, 1997? Something around that? Is that what we said? Yeah, somewhere in the late 1990s. And again, it's a very good flavor to it. It does, in a lot of ways, remind me of Starbuzz, but it's more cost effective. So it's definitely a good alternative for it.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Starbuzz is expensive stuff. I mean, it's not like you can afford to go out and buy 4 cans of that stuff on a daily basis. Fumari, you can probably pull that off, especially if you have access to it or if you live on the California coast. But I would definitely recommend it. I think melon in particular is a good flavor, and I'm not very big on the melon flavored shishas. But I would say definitely give it a shot sometime. If I had to, if I'm going to give it a number, I think this one's earned a very solid 8.
Yes.
It is above average. It is good clouds. The flavor's there. I admit it does go away for a little while. I mean, sometimes you have to pay attention. You learn how to count over here? Or?
No, in the video, I'm thinking my left hand is my right hand. I'm like, I'm holding 5 fingers up, but I'm holding 3 up.
You know what's weird? Okay, everybody else, when you count to 3, 1, 2, 3. No, not Tony. He uses 2 in the thumb. Who's paying attention for the thumb? You don't do it that way.
1. I can count 1.
Here's 2 more. But anywho, good flavor. I give it an 8. Tony, what you got?
Good solid 8. Good clouds, good flavor, enjoyable, and lasting.
Yeah, and it has some longevity to it. This stuff will go for a good long while, and I think that's because of the way it's sliced as well. But again, I recommend it. We both got a good 8 on it. If you get a chance to pick some up, definitely give it a try. Fumari is one of the blends that I really enjoy. I just wish I had more of it in my collection. But anyway, I'm Silencer. That guy over there is Cryptic Mac, also known as Tony. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. We have more reviews coming. We've got some Coles. We might have a new hookah one coming up soon. And some other equipment reviews as well. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Yeah, if it was any better, it might be illegal.
Ha ha!